Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. Today we are going to discuss why I have not had an overwhelming success on YouTube. Now, if you've been with me for a long time, you know that I am quite content with my little piece of the internet. But I've been seeing a lot of new content creators on YouTube who said that they were motivated by other people's success on YouTube to join YouTube with the motivation to leave their toxic work environment, to get out of debt, to get themselves out of poverty, whatever it may be. And I am not here to begrudge those people. However, as I have stated in many videos, what you see online does not necessarily give a true representation of what is really going on. Now, I am in no way denying there are people on YouTube who make obscene amounts of money, like big money. They've got their own TV shows now. They do. And then there's other people who have made enough to leave their jobs and then some, and there are people that are doing very well. However, there is a lot of content creators on YouTube, and most are not doing that well at all. I have expressed before that I have been making YouTube videos since about 2016, I think. And I did not become monetized until 2021. And I was getting maybe one YouTube check a year. Now, I have never really talked about how much I make on YouTube, and we're not going to get into that too much, but I was getting about one YouTube check a year, and the threshold to get a check is $100. So you guys do the math. About a year's worth of videos, and you guys know I put out a lot of content, making about $100. So, and that was with me being very active on YouTube and lots of years put into it. And it's only recently that I've started getting checks more frequently. But I did not come on YouTube with those kinds of intentions. Honestly, I was never a big YouTube person. When I was in high school, people would talk about YouTube. I was not a big internet person. I did not have social media. I've never had a MySpace. I had a Facebook for like 2 years, and that was when I was in college. And that's how you met guys. You'd go to a party and be like, oh, look me up on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you did. And then I haven't had a Facebook since. I got an Instagram just a couple of years ago, and that was because my YouTube channel was starting to pick up steam. But I'm really not a big internet or social media person personally. So what happened was I started seeing people making video. I just kind of was like, I'm gonna check YouTube out. And this is in all seriousness. And if you know me personally, you know this is not a BS story. This is completely true. I saw that people were posting grocery hauls, and I was thinking, these people are spending way too much on groceries. And I was like, I could, show them how I buy groceries at a much more affordable price, and I'm able to feed me and my significant other at the time. And kind of the idea hatched. Literally, I was just like, I could do that. And I had zero plans of leaving my job or grandeur or making money. I thought of it as a creative outlet, and I was hoping that I could help people, because people want to talk about people struggling now, but I have seen people struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like, the struggle never ends. There's always somebody struggling somewhere financially because of something going on in the world. And I thought I could show people how you can live a regular life and do it at a fraction of the cost. And that is how the Frugal Life with Mercedes kind of transpired. So I feel like the reason that I have not had an overwhelming success on YouTube, one, I don't do clickbait. I don't do anything super scandalizing. I have talked about my personal life on here before, but I do not make my life a three-ring circus for the entertainment of others. And I am, again, If that is how somebody wants to make money on YouTube, that is their prerogative. And some of it could be true, some of it can be completely made up. We would really never know. And it is not my place to judge or to say what somebody should or should not be doing to get views, to make money, to better their situation. As I said, this is coming from a non-judgmental place. I'm just saying that when you come on the internet and you've made certain ground rules for yourself, you're not going to necessarily get that far that fast. Now, again, I appreciate the people that follow and subscribe and connect with me and get something out of my videos, but that's really what this is for me. If I make money on YouTube, that's great. Do you know what I mean? Like, I put that money towards, you know, I put it towards things that are important to me. But I think we really have to be careful. Like I said, there's always going to be an influx of people who saw somebody say, I was on YouTube for 2 weeks, made 5 videos, and I'm making thousands of dollars a month. Because that's not going to be the situation or the story for every person that comes onto YouTube. Because that person could be doing super dramatic videos or super clickbaity stuff. That's why they got so many views. And a lot of people have some really awesome, crazy stories that they put out there. You know, like, my husband left me for my mom and I live in a car now. Now, that has happened to people 100%. And if somebody puts that out as a title and they want to share that story, they are entitled to share that story, and I don't think that that's clickbait if that happened to them. And you know what? If that happened to you, I'm sorry, and make your money from that story. But if you don't have anything like that to share, or if you don't have anything like that you're comfortable sharing with the internet, your progress on YouTube is going to be a little bit slower, and I'm here to tell you that's okay. We each, as creators, or even just people that are not creators, just people that are posting to social media for any reason, can post about whatever we want and whatever we feel comfortable with the world knowing. And I'm not here to discourage anybody. I'm just saying that you want to keep in perspective the hard work and dedication that goes into being a content creator, whether you're a small channel or a large channel. And I can tell you that I've put a lot of time, a lot of effort into this and was not compensated as somebody would think for that effort. And for me, that is okay. But you really can't come on here with the idea of, I'm going to be able to quit my job after I put out 5 videos, because the likelihood of that is very small. Now, even just, I think it was at Christmas, I was discussing with the family, like, I've had more views and more subscribers in the last few months than I ever have, and I'm so excited. And I reached 1 million views in December, and my family's very proud of me and very supportive and all that. And then my one sister was like, she's like, that's really great because you are, you're a niche on the internet. And that is completely true. I'm so kind of like very, you know, it would take a very specific type of person that would enjoy my content. And so that's why I'm okay with it being a slower progression. And if the amount of viewers that I have today is all I ever get, then that is okay with me. But I just figured that I would kind of share that. And but I have been seeing a lot of videos lately of new creators. And I think there is room for everybody on YouTube. And I don't want to say one, there was a couple of new creators that I saw, and they were talking about another YouTuber who I'd never heard of, so I can't remember what their handle is. But this creator was basically saying that there's room on YouTube for everybody, because there is. Because whatever you're into, whatever you're interested in sharing, whatever you're going through in your life, somebody is going to connect with that, and probably lots of somebodies. And if you can make a little bit of money off of it, why not? And I kind of found that that was funny, because since the very beginning, back when I was making videos in 2016 in the very, very beginning, I remember saying, there's room on here for all of us. And the reason why it was, and I'm not saying I'm the first person to ever say that by any means. I'm just saying that if you have a smaller channel, then what I'm saying is not going to be quoted by me. If I say it and somebody with 1 million subscribers says it, chances are it's going to be quoted by the 1 million subscribers, whether I said it first or they said it first or somebody said it 10 years before me. So, there is room enough for all of us, and I hope that you guys all do have overnight success. But just remember what comes with that. There's a lot of pressure on the internet, and there's a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of trolls. And the other thing is too, when you're starting a YouTube channel or content creation of any kind, you probably still have to work your 9 to 5. You probably have a significant other, you have children, you have pets, you have responsibilities. And imagine having everything in your life and then adding on making content. It is not for the weak. The weak-minded. It is not for the weak at heart. It is for, it's hard work, and I personally love it. And I love having a zillion things to do. But if you think of everything that you do in one day, and then imagine adding, making multiple videos. Doesn't matter if you don't want to make those videos. You got to put out videos, or people are going to leave comments like, hey, you haven't made a video in 2 days, bye. Things like that do happen. So just some things to kind of consider, and just kind of a topic I've been interested in kind of putting out there. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you did not know, I have an Instagram, The Frugal Life with Mercedes. Until next time guys, bye.